Hello.
Hello. Today we are doing a project that we have been very excited about for a long time. We are going to be making dump dolls, which are dolls that we have found, or we found them all at our favourite dump. There's a couple of limbs that weren't found at the dump, but all of the heads or bodies were found.
The big legs were found at the dump.
The big legs were found at the dump. There is a face here that we found at the dump, but that film hasn't been put up yet. Yeah, we've been very dump dolls. So I hope you enjoy. Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's not fair.
So this is the first doll I made, and it was the one I was most excited about. This is Dump Baby, and it's the biggest doll head that we've found. It's a bisque one, and he looks a bit sad, so I thought I would make him into a big baby, a big patchwork, handy-pandy style baby. And I decided to use beans, like a beanie baby, because I thought that would make him quite tactile and droopy and saggy, because I thought that would be cute. So this is how I made Dump Baby.
Look! Look! They must have thrown this out and didn't want it. Look! Oh. It's a frozen Charlotte cake. Oh no, look at that. Okay, wow, that's gonna...
While Kate made a start on Dump Baby, I made a start on Dewey and Charlotte, which were also found at the dump, and they were 2 torsos and 2 heads. Charlotte was found with 1 body and 1 head, but they weren't from the same doll, but they looked like they were from the same doll, so it should fit well together. And Dewey was the top of a googly-eyed doll and the bottom of a googly-eyed doll, so I think the head would have had a stripy body, but you improvise. They both needed trimming off at the neck and the head, so I got my husband to do that because I was too scared I would break them. Looks like he's wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, but just like a plain mother of pearl.
So tiny now.
That's too small. Yeah, that's all size. One down his body, or?
Well, what about my pretty one I found at the dump?
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Kind of goes with the turquoisiness, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh, do you see it? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is the most precious, oh my gosh.
You got a dirty face.
So this is doll number 4, and this doll I was probably the most excited about finding when I found it, because this is the most complete doll that we've ever found. And yeah, she's only missing her limbs and she's still got a perfectly painted face and she's adorable. She's a googly eye doll. So this was the first time we'd ever put china body limbs onto a doll, because it was the first time that we had enough left arms. So it involved feeding some wire through the middle of the doll and then sort of bending it outside both of the limbs. It took a little while because quite a lot of our limbs and the doll had the residue from the metal that was used before when it was originally made, so that took some getting out, but we managed that, and then I've trimmed it down, but it did take a while. So yeah, but we did it. So I bent down and I saw this and I picked it up and I was like, oh no, that's so sad. It's half a doll face. And then I just turned over here.
There's the rest of her face.
And there's the rest of her. Oh my gosh, I'll be able to stick it together again. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'll have to give her a crown to cover that hole in her head, but I always wanted one and then 2 come along at once. So this is doll number 5, which I have named Robin, because this head was one of 2, Dump Baby was also one of the heads, that the mudlarking bird baby Robin led me to on that wonderful day at the dump. But this little head is again really beautifully painted. I've not seen a face like her in any of the other heads we've found, but she was unfortunately broken in two, as you saw when I found her. But I think she's cleaned up quite nicely. I fixed the hole in her head with some milliput. And I have decided that for this doll, I think I'm going to make her like more of like a folk doll. So I'm going to make her incredibly long, with long dangly limbs and a long torso. So yeah, she looks a bit different. It was intentional. We decided as they were dump dolls that we'd make them all a little bit different, a little more unusual than our other dolls, because they've all come from the dump.
Okay, I have just climbed across because this, to me, looks like a body. Oh my goodness! Hello. Such a shame your legs are broken, but hello anyway. Wow, wow. Just check your legs aren't here. No. Wow. Yes, definitely the best find of my day. Oh, I can give you new legs. This is Frank. He's called Frank because when I talked about him, when I found him, everybody said I sounded like I was going to make a Frankenstein monster. So here he is. I haven't got arms for him yet, unfortunately, but I've made his legs. I've got one arm. It's quite difficult to find such tiny arms, but I'll get there. But he had to be part of Dump Dolls.
Oh, look at her. Oh, we can do something with you. You've got all the important bits still. Oh.
I found this face in a film we haven't shown yet. There wasn't much, but it was the full face, so yeah, I've tried to create a doll out of it.
Unfortunately, the 1 hour long clip of me doing Robin's hair became corrupted. So she's come a lot further than it was a second ago. But it's probably for the best because it was an hour long, and I have never put hair on a doll, and neither has Mum. And yes, she went through many different hairstyles. She had a lot of hair at one point, but I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And we just have to thank Kate again, because hair on a doll just makes it so much more like a doll. I absolutely love her. We're going to have to get some more hair, I think, and hope that we find some more heads with holes in. Although Mum put hair on hers and it didn't have a hole. But yeah, so she's come a lot further, and now I'm just going to be making her some clothes, which again I've not really done. But well, we used to make clothes for Barbies when I was little, but this is the first time I'll be making clothes for a doll we've made.
I made her body completely out of fabric because we didn't have any limbs, and they did used to make dolls completely out of fabric, but we didn't actually film that because it was going on for hours and hours and hours. So you see me making her hair. The hair. It's actually quite difficult to put hair on dolls. You don't want them to be bald, so you have to put quite a lot on, and then you put too much hair on, and yeah, they look sort of crazy. But I think I'm quite happy with the blue ribbon in her hair. It helped hide the fact that her skull is made of, like, fabric. She has a fabric brain.
So we decided that we were going to take our dump dolls back to the dump and bring their story full circle.
Yeah, they were once loved dolls that were thrown away, and we've reincarnated them.
They all would have been like played with by children
All sorts of eras.
long time ago, yeah.
Like 20s to the Victorian times.
And they've been sat underground for 100 years at least, until we found them and gave them
Some weird new life.
a new body. We are, of course, hoping that the dump doll family will grow and that we will find more doll parts to be a part of it. We have found a couple more since making this film, but that is for a video in the future. So these are our dump dolls. All 7 of them. Which one's your favourite?
I like Dewey. This one, but this one is quite crazy because it literally just was her face, and now she's turned into this very elegant looking girl
Wearing clothes that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
That were made by a lovely viewer, Fee, for Bitsy, but unfortunately they were a bit big for Bitsy. But it turns out that they fit her perfectly.
It was meant to be.
And they really match her blue ribbon in her hair.
It just matches her style. She's the posh girl.
She's the posh. Mum called Robin the maid, her maid, yesterday, which I was highly offended by. But the jumper that Robin is wearing, Mum knitted for Bitsy, and it turned out it was far too large, but it fits Robin perfectly, so it was all meant to be. And the buttons on Robin's apron are mudlarked buttons.
I would quite like a dress, a coat for
A fancy coat.
fancy coat,
And socks.
yeah, and like boots and stuff. But I can't do that.
So, I hope you enjoyed our
Well, which is your favourite?
Robin.
Well, you didn't say.
I do like Dump Baby. I like how beanie he is.
Sorry, Robin.
How floppy and beanie he is.
He is very miserable.
He looks so sad. Although I do personally think the shots of him in the dump, he looks a little bit happier. That might just be me.
Yeah, I think. Well, you know, maybe.
But yeah, I do like Dump Baby.
They didn't really make dolls with very happy expressions, did they? Which is a strange. I don't know why. Why that is. Why none of them. I mean, she's quite cheeky, and the Google eyes are quite cheeky. This one just looks like Voldemort. Bless him. But yeah, she just looks really wistful. He looks, well, miserable. And yeah, she doesn't look... She looks like she's going to cry.
No, she doesn't.
She does a bit.
Well, that was Dump Dolls. We're now just going to give you a quick tour of our crafting station, because new year, new crafting station. I imagine it will be used a lot, hopefully. And then the film will end with a video of a selection of clips of all the films that are coming out in the next 4 months of Kit and Caboodlers. So over here is roundups for films that aren't coming out for a couple of months, so can't show you that. This is our big workspace that my dad built. Back here, as we've mentioned before, is our cork wall, so we're going to be sticking up all the notes on there in a minute.
These are our pen pots and water and linseed oil for our painting. My glasses, obviously. And there's just all our shelves of all the jars of all the things in, really, and the things people have sent us. There's our beautiful slag glass, garnets, just a few plastic things we found, our beautiful dolls people have given us, jars of limbs, UV torch, Kate's bee, sea glass, my pig. That's our candlestick. All the small bottles people have given us. This is like from our first ever film I found.
This is our magic arm that my dad got me for Christmas. That's good for filming crafting.
This is a magnifying glass for painting and such like. It's got lights in it, but we're going to have a thing that comes up, pops up to put plugs in and things, but that's not been done yet, but it is quite crazy.
This is what Dad got Mum.
For my birthday.
But these are our drawers. So we've got lids.
Miscellaneous pretty things.
Jewellery making. More jewellery making. Clay pipes. Broken limbs and doll making moulds and such. Metal. Doll making. Fabrics, pins, needles.
That's just random.
Random, excellent. We also have these little drawers where we've got all of our pretty special things. For crafting. Tools and sandpaper. Metal
special things.
Metal special things. That's not ours.
Leaf.
All I've got a metal leaf. And here is one of our bead strings strung up on the shelf as well.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old
What is it?
lang syne.
Oh my god! No!
And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet.
That is the best thing you have ever found. You are officially the best mudlarker of the day.
Old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet
It's not.
for old lang syne.
Has it? See that?
Gotta swallow.
What is it? Is it a really cool pipe? What is it? Oh yes.
Yes, it is.
My first bead, and it's UV.
That's a bead. Oh my gosh. If it weren't for that big red bead, I definitely wouldn't have seen him. Oh, that bead's extra special now.
That's amazing. It's whole, and it's blue, and it's ridged.
Like before with Bitsy and Bernie, we would love you to name this doll in the comments below. She's a fancy doll, so probably a fancy name would be befitting. So that was our New Year's video. All that's left to say is we hope you all have a wonderful New Year and that it's better for all of us than 2020 was. And we can't wait to continue taking you on adventures with us for years to come, hopefully.
For old lang syne.